Hi everybody.
Hello everyone.
So what are we going to be talking about today then?
Well, today we would like to do an episode on the charities that all of us, Lawrence, Linda, myself, and Richard, have decided to support whilst we're going to be riding on our amazing adventure. From the very beginning, all four of us, when we started talking about this ride, we decided that it'll be amazing to give something back to this community, and we thought that the best way of going about it would be to choose a couple of charities to support along the way.
That's it. So the four of us have chosen two charities to support, and I'll discuss the first one. So the first is the Australian-based charity Black Dog Ride. It's a motorcycle based organisation whose goal is to raise awareness of depression and suicide prevention. And they do this in a number of ways. The first is that you have an annual one-day ride where across all states and all territories they ride, a large group of motorcyclists ride through the community. They talk about the issues surrounding mental health, mental awareness, suicide, how to prevent it, and provide all the necessary support for those individuals. And on a similar vein, they also hold a one day a long distance ride. And this year they're riding all the way from the Northern Territories right across to Fremantle in Western Australia. And again, riding through some very remote regions of the country, talking about the awareness of depression and how to prevent suicide. It's really quite a large organisation, and we're very privileged to be part of this, and we really do hope that we can help them achieve their goals as we ride on our first leg from Sydney to Perth. Indeed, we're hoping to meet many of these wonderful people, try to help them, and raise awareness for this organisation. We'll talk at the end of the video about exactly how you can help, but we would really appreciate your support, and I know Black Dog Ride would really appreciate your support. They do wonderful work, and thank you very much indeed. We'll talk about how to do it at the end of the video.
Thanks.
So we'll hand you over to Lobo and Linda, who will talk about the other charity.
Hi everyone, Lobo and I have chosen Mental Health Motorbike as our UK-based charity. They use motorbikes to raise money and awareness of good mental health within the biking community and ultimately to reduce suicide. Their aim is to have a trained mental health first aider in every town and city.
Sometimes just a chat over a cup of tea can be all it needs, but for some people it's much harder to open up, and that's particularly true with people who are closest to you.
Mental Health Motorbike provide help and guidance to bikers and their families and are a fantastic resource to guide you towards the right support for a whole range of issues, from depression and suicide prevention to addiction, bereavement and eating disorders and much more. If they can't help you directly, they definitely know someone who can.
We weren't so sure about narrowing the focus just to bikers and their families, but motorbikes are an amazing way of creating a common bond. And you know, if that's the one way of getting through to somebody that and it works, that's perfect. We saw a great campaign here in Wales recently where there was messages put on big hay bales at road junctions, just to let farmers know there was help out there. So whether it's hay bales or motorbikes, if it works and gets through to people, then it has to be a good thing.
So with resources stretched within the NHS, it can be impossible to get help for you and your family through your GP, and if you can, there's usually a very long wait. Mental Health Motorbike provide face-to-face or online help when you need it the most, and one of their key aims is to normalise the discussions around mental health.
We haven't actually heard of Mental Health Motorbike before, but I was on the stand at the NEC on a stand at the NEC for 9 days this year, and they were on the next but one stand to me, so I was able to see firsthand the hard work and dedication that the whole team put in down there. One thing I didn't know at the time, they'd actually helped a friend of mine throughout the show and spent a couple of hours with them, so I was very appreciative of that. I was lucky enough to meet Paul Oxborough, the founder of Mental Health Motorbike, and after meeting Paul, I knew that this was the right charity for us to support.
So if I could urge everyone to do one thing after watching this, it would be to visit their website, mhmotorbike.com. And if you know anyone who would benefit from their service, please guide them to the site. They're an amazing team who really are there for you when you need them.
Thanks for listening.
So how can you help? Firstly, you can spread the word to those in need and let them know about these wonderful organisations and that there is help readily available. You can also considering volunteering, joining in one of the Black Dog rides or support groups, or completing a mental health first aid training course. We are also donating all of the revenues we hope to get from our YouTube channel to the causes, so please watch, like, subscribe and share our videos. You can also make a donation to one of the causes via our website. The donations go directly to the charity of your choice and will enable them to continue their good work. Thanks again from all of us. We really appreciate your help.